Afternoon all. कैसे हैं? How are you all? Good afternoon, Dilip. Mr. Chili, Babu, Yash, Prerna, Anjali. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mita. तो रिविजन हो रही है? रिविजन किया कुछ ऑफ बायोटेक्नोलॉजी? स्टार्ट किया? क्या स्टार्ट किया यश? कर लिया पूरा? चलो ठीक है, स्टार्ट किया है तो फिर एंड भी हो जाएगा। चलो वेल, सो टुडे विल स्टार्ट अबाउट इंफॉर्मेशन कम्युनिकेशन टेक्नोलॉजी। ओके, लास्ट चैप्टर है। अभी कहाँ लास्ट चैप्टर है, अभी तो हमारा बहुत बचा हुआ है। अभी तो हमारा बचा हुआ है नैनो टेक्नोलॉजी, देन हमारा बचा हुआ है पार्टिकल फिजिक्स, देन बचा हुआ है डिफेंस टेक्नोलॉजी। वो छोटे छोटे टॉपिक है, बट दिस वन इज द मेजर वन। इसके बाद जो है, नाउ इट इज 30% ऑफ योर सिलेबस, ऑलमोस्ट 70-75% is completed. Got it? Only 20-35%, 30% is just left. Got it, Jilly? Okay. तो हाँ, एक टॉपिक वी हैव मिस्ड, मतलब मैं उसको चेक कर रहा था, अबाउट ट्विंस in biotechnology. What are twins? Types of twins. Okay. Is anyone aware of twins? एक टॉपिक छूटा हुआ है, छोटा सा टॉपिक है, बस मैं डिस्कस करके फिर आगे फिर मैसेज आ जाऊंगा। इन इंफॉर्मेशन कम्युनिकेशन टेक्नोलॉजी, ICT. Tell me, is there anything left? Is anyone aware of twins? What are twins? Tell me. बोलो भाई, yes or no? नाम सुना है? जुड़वा बच्चे, सीता गीता, राम श्याम, सलमान खान के दो थे ना, याद आ रहा है? हेमा मालिनी। यस 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 यस, ट्विंस। सी, ट्विंस। ओके, there are majorly three types of twins. Okay, first is monozygotic. Okay, then is dizygotic. The third one is cojoint. Right, primarily these are the two, but this third one is also a type of a twins. In monozygotic also are also known as identical twins. Am I visible and audible to all? So monozygotic are known as identical twins. Dizygotic are known as fraternal twins. Fraternal twins. And co-joint is known as image twins. Commonly, these two types of are asked. They are important. This was not. This one is not to just deal with. Just आपको मैं introduction दूंगा, nothing else. है important. This is important, but not in the much criteria. Okay. Now see. Firstly, we will see about monozygotic twins. what is done? We know that this is the sperm of a father, and this is father, and this is egg of mother. Got it? When these two fertile with each other, a zygote is formed. The simple reproduction process. But sometimes what happen that just with a single sperm, two eggs fertile at each equal time. Got it? In the embryonic process. Okay. In the embryonic process. राइट? समझिए क्या मैं बोल रहा हूँ, ऐसे मत समझो. वेट, मैं आपको डिटेल्स कहता हूँ, पहले एक धीरे धीरे समझो क्या हुआ. जस्ट रेपिटेड. आते देखते फिर से देखते हैं चीजों. See what happens. This is a sperm cell and this is an egg cell, right? क्या होता है in the case of fertilization? A zygotic cell is formed, zygotic egg is formed. What happened to it? Sometimes this embryonic egg divides into two. I told you this is a morula stage, and these two develop separately. I told you that this zygote will divide and they will divide equally, but sometimes they divide and they develop in such a case that they develop independently with each other. Got it? Sometimes it happens that they develop independently with each other. So what will happen? This will form zygote 1 and this will form zygote 2. And then the embryonic stage of zygote 1 and the embryonic stage of zygote 2. Right? Clear? Now, these are known as identical twins. Right? Clear? There can be possibility that they can be either son or a daughter. Means it can be a boy or a girl. There may be a possibility of this. Got it? Depending depending upon this thing, the zygotic division. If here is X and X, then the both will be boy. If it is X and Y, then both will be daughters. Both will be girl. Got it? They are similar to each other, and similarity is of that kind. Similarity is of that kind that it is visible that sometimes it has been researched that sometimes the fingerprints are always are also similar to each other. But they are very much similar to each other, as in the case of Salman Khan movie. Remember which one? कौन सा मूवी थी वो? Which one? Remember? जुड़वा. Right. Okay, Agna. जुड़वा. जुड़वा. Right. वो एक को मार खाता है तो दूसरे को फील होता है, दूसरा मार खाता है तो फर्स्ट फील होता है. Right. And they both were identical twins. They both are monozygotic. Mono means one division from one zygotic known as monozygotic twins. Boy and the girl means separately. मतलब twins have one is boy and one is girl, right? It is known as dizygotic, right? वही पे आ रहा हूँ मैं, right? They dizygotic is okay. From where? Jilly? See, चलो कोई बात नहीं. तो रिकॉर्ड करना, रिकॉर्डिंग है मेरे पास. I will send the recordings. Okay. See, this is a formation of zygote, right? Simple process of fertilization, zygote. Then this zygote will consist of either X and X chromosomes and X and Y chromosomes, any one of it. If X and X, it means boy. If it means a girl, right? And if X and Y, it means a boy, right? Then this zygote, sometimes what happen that they divide separately, and their embryonic development is independent with each other, right? Means this zygote will develop separately and this zygote will develop separately. This is the case of monozygotic twins, and in this case, it has been seen that it is the possibility that their fingerprints are similar to each other. Sometimes the fingerprints are very much similar to each other because they are linked with a single zygote, right? But it is very rare. Monozygotic twins are very rare. Got it? Yes or no? Okay. The second one is dizygotic. Dizygotic twins. What happens in dizygotic? See, when two sperms fertile two, right, uh, two eggs at the same time, two sperms fertile two eggs in the same time. Got it? Then it is known as what? It is known as what? Dizygotic twins. Got it? They can be either boy or girl or both boy, both girl, any possibility there can be. Only the case is the timing. In dizygotic, the timing is the main concept. But in the monozygotic means a single cell divided separately and their development is separate. But in this case, two eggs fertile two sperms. Got it? And then they develop separately. There may be the possibility that two babies are either boy girl, either girl girl, or either boy boy, right? Any possibility can be possible. Hmm. No, yes, it in our egg, in our body, right? Hold on, right? In our body, only one egg can fertile with this. Am I visible to all? Am I visible to all? Hold on. Right. See, कहाँ चला गया यार? Hold on. Yes. See, in our body, only one egg can fertile one sperm. But there is the possibility, Jilly, there is a possibility. It is natural, not artificial. There is a possibility that two eggs fertile two. See, this is a normal case. One with one is a normal case. These are abnormalities. These are natural abnormalities. This is not a disease, right? ये ऐसा कुछ नहीं कि कोई disease है. It happens naturally. Sometimes, rarely, that two eggs fertile two sperms. Two sperms fertile two eggs, right? There is a possibility. Similarly, there is a possibility that a single zygote divides into two. In that thing only, there is a possibility that two eggs fertile two sperms, and they develop separately, right? Like a two baby in the fallopian tube. Yeah. Sure. Got it? Is it okay to you all? Now, third one is conjoint. It is very much similar. Conjoint means conjoint or Siamese twins. Okay, what does this mean? It is very much similar to the identical twins, but during the embryonic development, there may be the possibility that uh, there's a possibility that these identical twins do not separate with each other. Am I clear to you all? Have you seen there was a case there was a case in probably West Bengal, right? Bengal. There was a case that the two girls who were joined together with their heads combined. Yes, that thing is the rarest of the rare case. They are known as conjoint twins. In that, see, they are similar to the identical twins, but in the identical twins, they had to be get separated. But just because some natural process, the separation was not possible. In that case, what will happen that there must be a surgical process to separate them. But if the major parts like heart, like brain, like spinal cord, they are the major organs of a body. If these organs are joined together, then no surgery is possible. In that case, which I'm giving the example, in that case, what happened that their brain is linked with each other. Got it? Visualize you. Let me let's see. This is the case. Okay, visible. See, these are clear. They are very rare. See, spinal cord, back to back, single head. Is it visible? Visible or not? Brain joined with each other. Yes. Okay. So these are what I'm telling you. They are conjoint twins. Is it clear to you all? All the three? Yes. Sorry. क्या होता होगा? हाँ, ऑब्वियसली पेन शुरुआत में पेन होता है, बट देन बॉडी ऑब्वियसली लाइफ कम होती है ऐसे बच्चों की. The living tendency is very less, right? They can't survive for long term, long age. They have a very short span of time. Getting it? Because surgery is not possible, and as they grow, the complications will grow. Will grow. Right? As a baby, it is a bit hard for a mother or for a parents or for a family. But as they grow, it is the problem will be a bit harder for them. Got it? Linked with the same body and body with the same brain. Just can't imagine it. Same head, same spine, opposite back to each other. One will move towards east and the one will move towards west. How is it possible? Bit harder process. Yes. There may be possibility that they have a same digestion also. There may be possibility, but in that case, the death is very much. The death is a bit what we say. It is compulsory. They can't survive with a single digestive system. There's a possibility. So, so- sorry, maximum is it's natural until unless they can survive only that thing. No one can predict the age. No one can predict the age. It is very much natural process. Until unless they can survive, they will. But in that case, a common brain can survive for a bit longer. A common spine with can survive for longer. But common organs, internal organs, just it is they can't. They can't long till I think 4 5 years maximum, or even less, depending on their immunity, depending on their body, depending on the God gifts. Nothing else. Got it? Here, science also fails because it can't be surgery. Got it? Yes, it is declared for an year. Yes, डबल वर्क नहीं कर सकता. जिली नहीं कर सकता. वेस्ट का केस देखो अलग है. वेस्ट का केस में क्या है ना, वो बोन्स जॉइंट हैं, राइट. बट अगर हार्ट एक हो गया, हार्ट तो नहीं हो सकता, राइट राइट, मतलब ब्रेन एक हो गया, ब्रेन तो चलो चलो आउटर आउटर ले लिया, स्पाइन एक हो गया चल जाएगा, लेकिन एक इंटरनल ऑर्गन, मेजर इंटरनल ऑर्गन, सपोज करिए कोई किसी का सिस्टम ही पूरा हैक हो गया है, सिंगल हो रहा है, then in that case they can't. Organs can do. Organs cannot do the double thing. No, they can't. Because lungs, because the heart has only four. What we say, four chambers. They can't work for eight arteries and veins, right? And ventricles and auricles. They can't right. They can't work for two body. It's a bit harder. They can't survive. Even for a year is much. Okay, maximum they can. Is it okay? Clear? Sure. So this is the case of conjoined twins. First is monozygotic, second is the dizygotic, and third is conjoined twins. Conjoined twins is similar to the identical twins. Identical twins can be possible that they can be either boy or a girl, but dizygotic means or a fraternal twins can meet. There can be any possibility. Only the timings are the different, right? Twins, they are twins just because of timings. but identical twins are really twins. Got it? And similar to identical twins, it is conjoined twins. Clear? Conjoined twins are what? When the zygote do not separate, right? And they are joined with each other. Getting it? Sure. So now we will start. I'm sending it to the in the group, bacha. Yesterday I just sent it. Did I? Yes or no? Yesterday? I suppose no. Day before yesterday I sent. Day before yesterday I sent, but today I just forgot. I will send it. Okay. And today I am recording it. I will send it. So now the case is about now we will start our next chapter, which is information communication technology. Very important one. Very important one. And this is at last a big chapter, big topic, which you have to deal with in the science and technology. After this, only minor ones are remaining. Okay. I will go very with a very basic things. Just hold on. Just hold on. Hmm. So how is the cases in Maharashtra? Corona cases, Anjali, are they increasing or what? Is it okay, Anjali? You are you from Mumbai? Where are you from, Jili? Where in Mumbai? In Pune? Okay. Hmm. But only night lockdown, right? Not a daytime or a full lockdown. Night lockdown is nothing to be bothered with. Don't know why. What about other states? Yash, Meganka, Babu, Philip, Anjali in Mumbai. What about other states? Is there anything serious? नहीं राइजिंग तो छोड़ो राइजिंग फाइजिंग तो पता नहीं आई डोंट नो राइजिंग है कि वो सिर्फ क्या है आई डोंट नो बट व्हाट अबाउट द गवर्नमेंट सिनेरियो आर दे डूइंग समथिंग प्रोसेस ऑफ लॉकडाउन्स in UP it has been declared to the schools and colleges they will be closed from today to 31st of March. That's what I'm asking for. चलो हटाओ फिर, बात नहीं, not to bother with it. Hmm. चलो information communication technology. See, here we will see about the two things initially about communication okay, and information. About communication and information. What is communication? Basically, communication is of two-way. Communication is what? A two-way thing. Two-way communication is possible. Possibility of communication is what? Is that it is of two-way. And information is what? It is a one-way process. Agreed? Yes or no? Tell me yes or no. जस्ट होल्ड ऑन यार, ये बहुत दिक्कत कर रहा है यार, ये बार बार तो यहाँ जाके पॉसिबल नहीं हो रहा है. यस, है ना? सी व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से दैट व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से क्या कर दूं चेंज? क्या चेंज कर दूं? वो स्क्रीन पता नहीं कैसे सेपरेट हो गया. आई डोंट नो व्हाई हाउ. चलो खैर हटाओ, देखो आई विल मैनेज इट. टेल मी. ओके, हाँ. व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से दैट that this case in that we are using use alt tab. Okay, हाँ, वो तो मैं कर लूंगा. वो तो ठीक है. ऑल टैब तो वो कर लूंगा. थैंक यू दिलीप. थैंक यू. वो मैं कर लूंगा, उसकी इशू नहीं. बट वो स्विच करने में प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, बार बार नीचे आना पड़ जा रहा है. राइट. हाँ, वो अलग हो गया, सेपरेट हो गया. चलो कोई बात नहीं, आई मैनेज. See, whenever you are using, you are surfing anything, whenever you are using internet, whenever you are using Google, whenever you are gaining some information, it's just one way information. How you surf internet, right? There you get in an information. It is a one way information. But Google is sending you, Google is telling you, and you are receiving it. But in the case of a communication that we got, that suppose we are using, I am telling you, I am giving you an information, right? And you are communicating with me either by speaking or by chatting. This is a two-way communication. I am telling you something and you are telling me something. Got it? I am providing a communication and you are providing an information, and you are giving me a feedback or my answers. This is a type of a two-way communication, and information means one-way communication. Is it clear to all? Things are very much bit. It seems to be a bit easier, right? समझ लो अच्छे से एग्जाम्पल के साथ में. देन आगे के जैसे से वी विल प्रोसीड, सब लिंक होता चला जाएगा. टेल मी, इज इट क्लियर टू ऑल? इंफॉर्मेशन एंड कम्युनिकेशन. ओके, चलो आगे बढ़ते. चलो. Now see what is happening. In a case of linking, when we link communication with information which we are using, we are providing information via communication. This is done by a mobile generation. Okay, linking of communication with information, okay, is possible with mobile generation technology. Got it? When I'm saying mobile generation technology, it means 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, etc. G is what? G is generation. Got it? 1G is not set to be used 1G. 2G generation changed when we use the technology 2G, 2.5G, 3G, 4G, 5G, etc. Got it? So this way, communication, when information is linked with communication, it is known as, it is possible due to this mobile generation technology. Got it? Initially, do you remember initially we were using what? We were using cable for internet. Are you all aware of? Are you all aware that initially in 90s, right? In probably 2000, 10, 2002, 3, 4, or approximately that time, we were using what? We were using cables, right? For this internet technology, for using surfing processes, right? Yes or no? We were using cable wires, got it? And BSNL was giving it. The only company was BSNL. Got it? Obviously MTNL, BSNL. MTNL, VSNL and BSNL. Right? MTNL is Metropolitan, right? Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited and all that. Metropolitan tele what? Network Limited, जो भी था. अब तो वो भूल भी गया है, वो यूज भी नहीं होता है MTNL BSNL. चलो आते हैं. Got it? चलो वो सब नहीं पढ़ना है आप लोगों को. Now see, we were using cable for internet, right? This cable technology uses what? It used narrowband technology. It used what? It used narrowband technology. When I'm saying narrowband technology, it means what? It is what? It has a very slow speed. Got it? And when I'm telling slow speed, then it is what? It has very low bandwidth. Clear? Low bandwidth. Now, after that, after that, BSNL just processed a new technology known as broadband technology. Broadband technology, right? What was this broadband technology? It means that it has a faster speed. Initially, the speed greater than or equal to 256 kbps, right, was declared as broadband, right? Was declared as a broadband, right? Clear? But later on, nowadays, अब क्या कर रहे हैं? We are using more than 2 mbps, right? It is what? It is broadband. Clear? Is it okay to all? Yes. We are using initially initially when we were using broadband technology initially, right? At that time, when Yahoo Messenger, Orkut, nowadays WhatsApp, Facebook calling, see, these were initiated because we want to reduce the calling rates. We want to increase the quality of talking. We want to increase the quality of communication. So we have to move towards the internet technology for the communication also. For that thing, later after 2010, approximately 2005 to 10, we will say that we use the technology known as VoIP. Okay? What is this VoIP? It was asked in mains 2007. What VoIP? अब तो नहीं पूछेगा ये, उतना समझ लो आप लोग. What is this VoIP? VoIP is what? Voice over internet protocol. What does this protocol means? Protocol means what? Protocols means standards, rules. Got it? Protocols means rules, regulations. Getting it? How do they work? How do the things work is known as protocol. Which one? This one और पीछे वाला? एक लोग के आगे जाता हूँ मैं. क्लियर? हो गया? चलो. Okay. We use this technology of VoIP, right? This was used voice over internet protocol. It means what? We were using internet technology for voice communication, such as this was known as internet telephony, which the similar thing which we are using now currently, that in a WhatsApp, in a Facebook calling and all that is similar to the voice over internet protocol. Is it clear to all? Clear? Now see क्या हो रहा है. Now we have to define that about communication. See, communication is what? Communication is can be divided into two. Okay, one is what? One is known as wired and other known as WLL or wireless. Got it? Wired or wireless. This wired or wireless, we use two types of technology. First is copper wire. Remember those days? And fiber optics. Remember when I was sometimes I think sometimes थोड़ा सा आ जाते हैं, right? Sometimes I think that this generation of mine and obviously of yours, some of them, right, are we are very lucky ones, right? Yes or no? We have seen the technologies from the basic. We have used the basic phone, the BSNL would trin, then the mobile, then now we are seeing the the advanced stage. Yes, from very past to the latest. Our children will not even try to make us fool as we did to our parents, right? Yes or no, Priyanka? Yes or no? That मैं कभी वही होता है ना, वो जो आप समझ रहे हो नहीं, चिल्ड्रंस लाफ एंड यस 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 एग्जैक्टली. Yes, we have seen both the advantages and the disadvantages, both in the similar age, right? Our parents didn't, right? But we did. We did. Some of our parents also, but we did. We are using it, right? We did from the initial backstage, from the mobile technology launching, when we were paying for incoming calls also. I know I had a mobile from SR, right? I was paying for the incoming calls also, and then now they were those days, right? वो बड़ा सा फोन होता था, इतना बड़ा वाला, राइट? वो लगता था कि वो अपना टशन होता था, राइट? उस टाइम पर फोन, मोबाइल फोन होने का मतलब तो फिर पता नहीं क्या है आपके पास. यस और नो? राइट. हाँ, मैनुअल नहीं, मैनुअल वाला नहीं. हाँ, नहीं, मैनुअल से भी पहले वाला, वो फ्लैप खुलता था एसआर वाला, छोटा सा, इतना बड़ा होता था फोन, वो मोटा सा, ऐसे लगता था कि पता नहीं क्या है वो, पत्थर लेके इसे लेता है, इतना मोटा सा बड़ा सा। हाँ वही वाला, राइट। वो दोज वर द डेज, राइट। देन वी मूव्ड, नाउ वी आर यूजिंग नोकिया से भी पहले, भाई साहब 2690 से भी पहले नोकिया। यश फिर तो आप बहुत बेटा नए हो आप। हाँ 2690 वाला भी, हाँ हाँ वो वाला भी था। और नोकिया 1100 तो कितना बड़ा फेमस था, नोकिया 1100, रिमेम्बर? नोकिया 1100 फेमस विद द स्टूडेंट्स ऑल्सो। छोटा सा प्यारा सा होता था। हाँ हाँ वही वाला, बहुत छोटा सा, इतना बड़ा। हाँ यस चिली। हाँ यस यस यस, जस्ट फॉर एन एंटीक पीसेस। ओके, हाँ वही चीज। ओके, समझ में आ रहा है? सो आई थिंक दैट वी आर लकी इनफ। वो घर पे जाके, छतों पे जाकर एंटीना घुमाना टीवी पर, राइट, रंगोली, सुरभि, ऑल दैट, रिमेम्बर? यस और नो? राइट। वो चिल्ला चिल्ला कर, हाँ आ गया वाला, राइट, रिमेम्बर? मैग्नेट लगाना डिश के लिए, कभी किया है लोगों ने? यश, डिड यू? मृगांका, बॉयज टेल मी, वो किया है ना घर पे जाके? ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट पर एक छोटा सा लगाते थे मैग्नेट, एक थाली, एक प्लेट लगाते थे हम लोग, रिमेम्बर? कि वो पकड़ ले, फिर घुमाना, दिन भर घुमाना उसको, आज कुछ तो आने वाला है, महाभारत आने वाला है, रिमेम्बर? पर्दे पर पिक्चर देखना, राइट राइट राइट, पर्दे पर पिक्चर देखना, राइट, रिमेम्बर। चलो, तो वही मैं कह रहा हूं, अब ये सब चीजें पॉसिबल नहीं है। नो, नॉट अ पॉसिबल नाउ। वी have seen them and we are using now updated thing also, latest technologies we are using it, right? So those were the days, आते हैं अब इस पे, right? We use copper wired phones and then we proceeded to fiber optics. Got it? Now let us compare the two. What is the main things? Okay, first, when I'm saying copper wire, then obviously it is made up of copper, obviously. But let me tell you a story. You just write it down. Okay. Don't follow the story, but follow what I'm trying to say, or follow the points. Okay. I was probably in sixth. No, I was fifth, fourth or fifth that time. Right. I was in fourth or fifth, probably. My father made a connection, applied for a connection for a BSNL. Right. It was a copper wired connection, very costly one. At that time, it was very costly. हाँ वही वही 90s वाले, राइट राइट, क्लियर? So it was very costly. Got it? First point, costly. Second, he waited approximately for 2 or 3 years. We waited to have a connection. Why? Why? Because this copper wire has a limited connection. Gave a limited connection, right? Digging a hole, right? Then putting a wire nearby your locality, then connecting it to your house, right? This whole process took a time, right? You have to apply this year, probably if you are lucky enough, then this year, or it may be possibility that you get a connection, you get a number the next year, or whatever you want to, right? Depending on your luck. Got it? Are you all writing? These are the points. कहानी को समझो एंड पॉइंट्स को एक्सट्रैक्ट करिए, राइट? आफ्टर गेटिंग, वो फिर वो प्रॉब्लम, आपकी कॉल, ट्रेन बिजी है, कृपया लाइन पर रहें. रिमेंबर? यस. इट मीन्स व्हाट? हाई कंजेशन. And congestion, when there was a call rate drop at night, BSNL offered a night call rates, that at nights there were what uh, the call rate will be reduced. Then what happened? Then तो फिर ना पूछो कॉल कंजेशन के बारे में, राइट? घंटों घंटों फोन लेकर we just wait for a connection to be made, right? It means what? In the copper wires, there was a problem of high congestion. Got it? Very high congestion. Got it? Then एक बार अगर फोन लग गया, once the call has been connected, फिर वो चीख चीख कर बोलना, हाँ हेलो लोकल में, remember? And if a trunk call has been done, now see, write it down also. Trunk calls, STDs, and trunk calls also. STD was induced later on. First, the trunk calls were booked. We have to connect. We have to we have to connect with the BSNL or a provider company, MTNL or BSNL, and anyone, right? That at that time this number has to be connected, right? And they give us a small slot for 2 minutes, for 3 minutes, and you have to finish your talks in you have to finish your communication in that particular time. Remember, right? And then if it's been connected, then चीखना, चिल्लाना. आज का कंपेयर करो. Tell, if you compare from now, आज we just talk to each other, and the parents cannot just, they can't imagine that how fast we are. Yes or no? बातें हो जाती हैं. यश, मृगांका, अंगना, अंजलि, बाबू, बातें हो जाती हैं, पेरेंट्स जान भी नहीं पाते, राइट? बगल में बैठ के बगल में को मम्मा सो रही हो और आप बात कर लो, पता भी नहीं चलेगा, राइट? यस और नो? सच एंड परफेक्ट 100% accuracy. Yes. Are you all connecting it or not? Yes. Yes. Now, these are the things you have to remember when you compare the things about wired and wireless. It means what? The quality was very poor. Second, थोड़ा सा technical अब. They were not resistant to a high temperature, right? गर्मी पड़ी, पता लगा तार पिघल गया, right? The wires melt. Rusting of wires happens, right? Which will obviously hinder the communication. Getting it? Rusting, burning, all that thing. Got it? High amount of rusting problem, but they were not resistant to the temperature, not resistant to the moisture. Getting it? Then they use a very, I just told you, they used a narrow band technology, right? Narrow band technology means what? It means what? Narrow band technology means that the frequency is very low, right? Got it? They use a dial-up connection. When I'm saying a dial-up connection, when I'm saying, इसको मैं लिखवा देता हूँ आपको. When I'm saying a dial-up connection, dial-up connection means what? When we can use any one job at a one time only. If we are using the same wire for call and same wire for our internet, then only when we are at the calling time, then no internet will be used. And then if we are using internet, no one can use call, because at that time the caller will receive that the lines are busy. Remember those who use internet at the night for anything? I don't know for what you are using internet, but at those times, whenever a relative call you, he might be complaining one thing: रात भर फोन बिजी था, कहाँ लगे थे? Remember, Angna, Salonki, Yash? Yes. This means what? That a dial-up connection means that one thing at a one time, one service at a one time. Is it possible right now? No. We are using we are the internet, calling each time, each thing simultaneously. There is no dependency on anyone. We can use internet, we can use a calling at the same time, the same speed, with the same accuracy. Is it good? So this was the case of copper wire technology. Now what about fiber optics? See, just to compare with fiber optics, combine what consist of was made up of silica and silica oxide. Made up of silica and silica oxide. Got it? First point. Second point. Tell me second point. What you have written? I will tell you the thing. Tell me second point. Just to compare with. Tell me what you have written the second point in the copper. Yes, limited connection. Fiber optics provide unlimited connection. A single wire, write it down. A single optical wires can give you a more than thousand connection. Got it? No congestion. There was a high congestion. There was no congestion. I think the next one is quality. Tell me. The next one is quality, right? Yes. Very high quality, very secure, and very high quality, right? Fiber optics used fiber optics wire were heat resistant. Nothing happened, and obviously they are made up of silica and silica oxide. It means what? No rusting. Got it? No rusting. Very high resistance to up to 400 degrees Celsius. Write it down. Fiber optics were are resistant to for 400 degrees Celsius. If there's a temperature of 400 degrees Celsius, they can survive. They will not melt. Nothing will happen. Got it? No rusting. Got it? Next, they use a broadband technology. Yes, right. They copper wire use a narrow band. They use a broadband technology, and the name of a broadband technology was DSL, ADSL, cable modem. Got it? They use ADSL, DSL. This was a question asked in year 2010 prelims. Clear? Okay? Clear to all? Then For wireless, wireless means what? We use a technology known as WLL, wireless in local loop. Got it? WLL, wireless in local loop. It was of two types, GSM and CDMA. Got it? When I'm saying GSM, it means what? The full form is Global System of Mobile Communication. Got it? What is CDMA? Code Division Multiple Access. Got it? Code Division Multiple Access. This was an American technology, and this GSM is a European technology. अभी हम आते हैं इस पर. I'm just going to tell you about GSM and CDMA. Tell me, is it clear to you all? Now see, initially, wireless technology used three types of technology. We will not go to the deep because it is very much linked with your electronics communication engineering, and you are not supposed to do all that thing. Just a brief knowledge of the things, and then this thing. Okay, in UPSC. First was FDMA. Second was TDMA, and third was CDMA. FDMA was, see, you all are aware of DMA. DMA is what? Follow? Follow? Division. नहीं, global नहीं है. DMA is what? Division multiple access. Area नहीं है. Access. F means what? Frequency. Right? T means what? Time. It means what? Time division multiple access. And C means what? Code. Got it? For the communication in the wireless technology, right? We used codes. We make a codes, right? For every messages, every communication, right? CDMA technology is a very safe technology. Was a very safe technology. Now it has been removed. We are not using it globally also. In India, it has been rejected. It was introduced by Reliance. CDMA technology. कर लो दुनिया मुट्ठी में. Remember? कर लो दुनिया मुट्ठी में 501 रुपए. White phone LG. Yes. CDMA, they were using CDMA technology. But then the other companies, okay, this GSM companies, they initiated using internet. Got it? Firstly, internet was used by CDMA on the phone. Remember Reliance Word? Okay, R Word खुलता था मोबाइल पर छोटे वाले, and they were used to play movies and games and songs and pictures. Got it? So GSM companies got a big competition from CDMA. Then they competed to the things. There were some drawbacks of CDMA. अभी हम आएंगे जब GSM, when we will compare the two, the GSM and CDMA technology. Then I will tell you about why did the CDMA technology failed. Got it? अभी देखते हैं पहले that what is FDMA technology. This FDMA technology is also known as, this FDMA technology is known as 1G mobile technology. First generation mobile technology. This was what? This was the first generation mobile technology, FDMA. Right? This TDMA and CDMA is said to be what? A second generation mobile technology. Got it? Okay, this is 2G. Got it? Now see, this 1G uses analog signals, and 2G uses digital signals. Got it? For comparing with, for analog and digital, just you have to remember that analog signals are very weak. Got it? And digital signals are very strong. In digital signals, the communication was coded in bits, in codes for 0 and 1 and 0 and 1 and all that, bits and bytes. In analog, signals were using a waveform. Got it? Yes. Okay, got it? Is there any doubt? Yeah. आगे देखते हैं इसको. See, wireless technology is a technology when we are not using wires. Got it? Wireless technology is using, first generation was FDMA. It used analog signals for the communication. But then after, when the signals were digitized, got it? They used a digital signals. These digital signals are secure, are safe, and are very strong. Yeah, are very strong. FDMA means frequency division multiple access. TDMA means time division multiple access, and CDMA means code division multiple access. When we give a separate codes for a receiver to a sender and a, when you give a separate code for a receiver to the sender, which when receives and then it is been decoded, it is known as CDMA technology. TDMA and CDMA is a second generation mobile technology. It is also known as 2G mobile technology. Is it clear to all? Clear? Clear to all? Now, see. Now we can compare GSM with CDMA. Okay. GSM is a new technology and CDMA is an old technology. Initially, CDMA was introduced and then GSM. old technology. Okay. Second, it is European technology, and it is American technology. Third, globally 85% users are using GSM, and only 15% used CDMA. In India, it is removed. India is not using CDMA technology, but in other countries they are. Some of the countries. Second, it is very costly. Costly not for us, but for the companies. The whole system, the whole technology by the company, it is very costly. But for the users, it is not. And GSM technology is very cheap. That is why only Reliance used this CDM technology. Other they didn't. Like Hutch. Later on, it was used. It was taken up by Vodafone. Got it? Yes or no? Yes. By Idea, by Aircel, by various various mobile technology, communication technology, mobile companies, providers. They came forward using GSM technology because it is very cheap. Okay. The negatives of GSM. In GSM, call drops are very frequent. Cross connection is very frequent, right? Echo is very frequent. हेलो हेलो आप बोल रहे हैं, पता लगा आप ही की आवाज आ रही है, लगाया कहीं और, लग गया कहीं और. इट मीन्स व्हाट? क्रॉस क्रॉस कनेक्शन लग रहा है. ओके. क्रॉस कनेक्शंस इज वेरी फ्रीक्वेंट in GSM. Got it? Yes. But all these things are not in TDMA. No call drops, no call connection, no cross connections, and no echo. If there is, it may be very least. Then the case of high bandwidth. See, TDMA use high bandwidth. And when the phones use high bandwidth, it means what? High power consumption. Means what? High power consumption. Power consumption कितना होगा? Very high होगा. Very high. And when very high power consumptions, it means what? It means battery life very clear. But all these things were not in GSM. Power consumption or a battery life is high in GSM. Are you getting it? Tell me. Now, we are moving very slowly, but when at the time when they will stay in your mind, it will be easy. Okay. Modulation. Now, what is modulation? No, first not modulation. First you have to see electromagnetic waves. Can we do this thing tomorrow? Can we do this thing tomorrow? Not feeling well. Yeah. Can we do all this thing tomorrow? From electromagnetic waves, and then we'll proceed to the further. इज इट टू यू ऑल? चलो, बाय, टेक केयर।